Before we dive into our castle tile map, I want to fix up the beginning parts that we've already created. Let's go take a look. If we press play now, first thing that we're going to see is that our platforms are flying over to our face. You can see the little indicators of them there. Let's see. See that starting platform? Those are the moving platforms. It's because we placed them, but we didn't set their positions. And also, I feel like our jumping and our movement is probably a little bit too strong. I can almost already jump up to this platform here, and it's going to be very difficult to limit and kind of set my player bounds if I can jump and move exactly as fast as I can. So I'm going to make a couple quick little changes. First, I'm going to find my player, and I'm going to figure out a slightly lower jump value and maybe a slightly lower speed. I'm thinking maybe like a 3.5 and a 3.5 for the velocity, so that he still moves pretty fast, but not too fast. And when he jumps, it takes a double jump to get up like these ledges here. I don't want a single jump to make it up, but double jump seems good. Now getting pushed by that thing is definitely a problem, so I'm going to stop playing and then go reset my player values, 3.5 and 3.5. Of course, you can come up with whatever values you want, but I think this is a pretty good number based on the size and scale that I'm going with. And then we're going to go adjust these moving platforms. See, we've got the indicators for them, the gizmos over here to the left, and that's because we haven't used the right-click menus to set position 1, and then go over here and right-click and do a set position 2. Remember, this is how we determined where it would move, so now it'll go from that spot to that spot. Let's do the same for these other two. I'm just going to do let's say... Right now, that's probably a good end position, so I'll do set position 2, and then I'll drag it over here a bit and do set position 1. And I think I'll do the same thing for this middle one. Let's go over here, will be position 2, and then to the left a bit will be position 1. All right, so now my platforms should move right, and I should be able to jump about the right amount. Let's press play and see. So run over here, go grab my key, a double jump gets me up, a double jump gets me up, and now I can double jump onto this platform. I can't quite, I missed my jump, but I definitely could have made that. And then I'm down here in the frog pit, and I'm going to need a way to get out of here. I wanted to fill this up with frogs. The frog just happened to already be here, kind of perfectly lined up. Let's move myself up, so drag up. Let's go to 30. Oh, I'm not on myself. That's the moving platform. Grab my character, there we go, move him up, and to the right. Just kind of cheat him up there. There we go, run down a ramp, into the water. All right, what's going on with the water? So water layer is definitely wrong. Go double check that as well. That's under our grid and our water. Sorting layer is set to player. That's the problem. That should be on water. Okay, cool. So now I've got my water layer, and I can jump up here. And, okay, I've got to get my exit. So let's stop playing. We'll do those little changes. We'll change that water layer to be on water, and we're going to add in our one-way platforms. Now, to get one-way platforms out of here, we've got a couple options. I could just take our existing one-way platforms and just drag these out here. This definitely work, but since we have the tile maps, let's use the tile map system instead. We're going to go to game object and create a new tile map. Again, 2D tile map rectangular. We're going to call this one-way platforms. And then in here, we'll add another tile map collider and an effector. So we need a platform effector 2D. We'll go to the tile map collider and check the used by effector option so that our player can now jump through any tiles that are placed on this one-way platforms grid. So now I've got that tile map grid set up. I'm going to go select it, and then we'll go add in a couple platforms. So I'm going to go select these areas, use that eyedropper, go grab the 3 platforms, and then I'll paste them in. Let's go one here, one here, one here, and then maybe like one more. Oh, let's do it like right out here, straight there. So you can go straight jump right up into it. Let's save and press play, and now we should have a bunch of one-way platforms that our player can jump right through. We'll run over here, run, jump, 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 and jump. Yeah, we've got our platforms. You can see I definitely fall into them. The frog hurts me, and I can jump up onto these platforms and probably make it all the way across. Let's see. Looks like that worked. Okay, looking good. Now we need to add a couple of those little one-way platforms to escape the water area. I'm thinking here we'll do something slightly shorter. Let's put, let's do this. We're going to take 2 of these pieces, paste them together. So we'll do eyedropper. Got to go to edit mode. Eyedropper on the left. Paste it right there. Eyedropper on the right. Paste it right there. Eyedropper on both. And now I've got a little 2x2 platform. So just go drop a couple of these out. These don't have to be one-way platforms, but since they're on the one-way thing, they already are automatically. All right, we'll save that. Play again. Just wanted to go double check that my platforms work. So we'll take our player and cheat, drag them right over, run over to our platforms, get into the water. Make sure I can jump out of the water. And go across. It looks like it's working. Now, one thing that's worth noting is that my cat bombs are disappearing before they hit the ground. You see that? They end right there. And that's because of their lifetime. So let's go fix that next. We'll go cat bomb. And if you remember, our cat bombs have a maximum lifetime amount. So max lifetime amount. Let's just crank that up to 10 instead of 5. Then these cat bombs, when the new ones at least that spawn, would come over here and land. The ones that we're getting right now aren't because they already exist and pooled. So I got to go select them and just change those values to 10 as well. Because they're getting re-enabled, they're not getting reinstantiated, so those values aren't changing. There we go. Now you're seeing ones that last longer. That other one, did it not get the... it didn't change the value, that's why. My multi-edit failed. All right, now they should all do that. Well, assuming that all of them have the... Yeah, cool. Okay, looking good. Let's zoom out a little bit. And the last part we've got to deal with is our moving platforms and fish. It looks like the moving platforms are already moving and kind of working pretty well. Let's just double check that our player can get across it. So hit the player, go right here to the center, Control-Shift-F, and we'll 0 that. Oh, and then I killed myself. Well, I'm pretty sure I can jump across. So I'm going to go into plastic and make another commit that we've added one-way platforms and fixed cat bombs and moving platform positions. And check that in.